Hey YouTube, welcome back to this episode of Take 10. I got my buddy here, Jesse Cervini from Rochester.
Hey.
He was nice enough to come on. He has a really neat outlook on the game. He's been at the game. Well, I guess we'll get into it. But there's like a theme, which is like he's commentating this weekend at the regional, and I wanted to kind of touch base about his thoughts on commentating. But as always, we always start off with the greatest icebreaker question of all time because I stole it from another podcaster. Hey Jesse, what was the last thing you
Yeah.
ate today?
I had a garlic cheeseburger that I ordered.
Okay.
I usually do the one night a week order, and I was like, me and the wife were like, let's just order tonight. I want burgers.
Hell
And
yeah.
there's a small place that's like one of those hole in the wall dive
Mhm.
bars that has an amazing kitchen to
Okay.
order from.
Okay.
And I was like, I want that tonight.
Hell yeah.
I want my garlic burger. I was like, it was so good.
Feeling good then. That's awesome. I haven't had because every time I've had you guys in to the house, not the new house but the old house, and you'd always talk about garbage plates because that's what Rochester's known for. So
I can't eat those anymore.
no.
Those are those are a I am rough for like 3 days.
Oh yeah. Well, the older we as the old elder statesman of the game, anything
Yep.
messes us up for days. So it's just the
True.
way it goes. So.
Travel messes us up.
Oh yeah, the worst. Oh gosh, yes, the worst. So question number one: how'd you get into UVS? What got your interest in the game, and what kept you here?
Uh, what got me into games when it first came out? Actually, I was bored with Magic.
Okay.
I was bored with other games, and I wanted something new. And it just Sabretooth Games had just released this game. I'm like, I'll give it a try.
Mm-hmm.
And I built the most. I read every character, and I'm like, okay, how does this game work exactly? Because I'm asking like one of the guys who worked at the store at the time explain me how to play this game, and I'm like learning it, and I'm like, so you're telling me there's a character that just says your opponent can't play Foundations? I'm in. And I built this Cassandra deck,
Okay.
the original Cassandra, and her whole ability was when your opponent plays anything, if I discard the exact same card type, cancel it and discard it from the pool.
I assume she was
So-
banned later. I assume.
She was banned. She didn't get banned till 3 releases in, so
Okay.
almost 6 months.
Oh wow. Okay.
She only won. She only won one national event.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
but it was she was good. She was really good.
Okay.
I played her to the end, and then I got really crazy with decks. But I enjoyed the concept of it was I liked the original game, and it's kind of maybe because of loss of reversal is really what really lost that, and now we're getting it back.
Yeah.
I like the footsie of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I like trying to find that, like, hey, where do I get my edge, my little bit of advantage, and then just overwhelm them.
Mm.
And I love that idea about UniVersus. That's
Okay.
why I've always liked playing this game.
Okay.
I played up until the original FFG end
Mhm.
came. I took a break when Jaska took over. I think I got back in KOF Ruler of Time because Raiden finally got made.
Ah, yeah, you were the writing guy. Yep.
I was the Raiden guy. I played him straight for like a year and a half.
Okay.
Like I came in second with teens with the Raiden deck.
Yeah.
And people are like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Just Raiden." I found every way to card advantage off him. I'm like,
Mhm.
"I'm going to show you a card on my turn. All right, I'll do this thing with Team K. Team K says I make a check. Oh, reveal. Oh, that's a 4-diff. I'll pick it up."
Yeah.
They're just like, "What are you
Doing.
doing?" And I'm like, "I'm just showing you everything."
Mm-hmm. It was the fairest play fair ever. It really was.
Oh man, the game back then was so fair. Like you're watching people like do these broken things, and you're just like, "I'm playing fair draw cards, finding ways to card advantage you."
Yeah.
And then like I'll get lucky once in a while, and I'll be like, "All right, I'm gonna play 6 attacks on turn 2."
Yep.
And they're just like, "These are all throws. They all hit."
Yeah. So what kept you here?
Really, my local community.
Okay.
I have been friends with Sean O'Brien. That he pretty much started playing the game in the release 3,
Mhm.
and we just became friends. And we've been playing. And I lived in his house when he bought his house for the first time. Like,
Yeah.
I've just been friends with everyone. It's just like I like the friendship.
It's
a lot.
family.
Like,
Yeah.
It's family. It's like
Yeah.
I've known Sean for almost 20 years at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and I like sometimes I feel like there was definitely been points with this game where I felt I'm playing the game because Sean supports it.
Yeah.
But then there's times I play the game because I like the game.
Yeah.
And it always happens. Every time I think about I'm done. I'm done with this.
Pulls you back in.
And then they do something. They're like they pull me right back in.
Yeah. Yeah. I always tell people you don't quit. You just take a break. You know.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And I think that's okay in the long run, is to take a break sometimes.
Oh yeah.
All right. 2. When did you get your first commentary gig for UVS? What got you into that role? And any struggles you had breaking into that role?
So I had to do some personal check for this one. So my first commentary gig ever was during the COVID retro series.
Okay.
I did it with Sean O'Brien, I believe. It's me, Sean O'Brien, and Tam did one of the retro series events.
Okay.
That was the first one I ever did. I did a provisional. I did half of the provision of one of Miles' Legendary Wolf provisionals.
Okay.
And then I was the hard grinder year 1. I was trying everybody. I mean, I was like, can I try to fight something out of this?
Yeah.
Get something.
Yeah.
It just didn't happen. But then I started doing, when they had the weekly Wednesdays, I was doing those once in a while.
Okay.
And then I just started the rotation of getting into the commentary for events.
Okay.
And I really enjoy it. Like, I was supposed to do the first Worlds under the M8, the
Pro
the
Hero
big event.
Yeah, the Pro Hero
I was supposed
Worlds.
to
Yeah.
commentate that event. And
Oh,
then
I remember that.
Emily Yale was in the ER, and
Yes.
Ty ended up covering for me.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Like, I was sick in a hotel room all weekend. It sucked.
That's the worst.
Never go to Vegas and like eat some. You decide I'm gonna try something different this time in Vegas.
No, never.
Nope.
Never. Always stick with what you know, because then you know you're gonna be fine. All right. So number 3. What has been your favorite commentary moment?
I think the biggest thing about commentary, like after getting into it, after like actually breaking in, is just finding my where do I fall in the commentary?
Okay.
Do I do play-by-play? Do I do color?
Mm-hmm.
I like that how I've got the role. I now just have to like figure out like, and everybody's different. Like I like, the thing is we have such a core team right now that we all have like, I can play off of everybody.
Okay.
And it's like I'm waiting for like, hey, like, you know, maybe if we have our rotation occurs in our commentary team in the next year, I'm gonna have to learn somebody else's whole new mannerisms to know how to play off of them. Like it's a different thing, and I enjoy that, like that one aspect of it.
Okay. Do you think like each of you, like, you know, I know like one of my, I know like Tam and Barrett and you guys have, do you guys like pregame beforehand? Like, I'm going to sit on color more, or I'm going to be the analytical guy, or is it just you guys just free flow it and just let it go?
I think our biggest thing is we pick the order for the event.
Okay.
Like, and most of the time it's based on who's going to be up the latest if we're doing international events. Like,
yeah.
The UK events are like the OCE events are like they start at 8 p.m. for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, can I just get out by the last? Can I not do the last round that day?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can actually go to sleep at a normal time.
Yeah.
Or like OC or like EU is like, I'm getting up at 4. Like Sam's getting up at 2 or 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like sometimes what we do for this game. Like, and we're just like, we're all just trying to find our balance.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Like,
for sure.
But I think the biggest thing is we flow with each other really well. Like and that's the thing. Like I know that Sam likes to talk and Sam likes to go into these deep thoughts, and I just let Sam do his thing. Barrett and Bromley and I will bounce off each other really well, where conversations keep happening. Tam likes to kind of walk the match through. He likes to kind of play by play more. So I gotta fill that color spot of like bring something into it.
Sure.
I like that aspect. David Tubes is, I don't know what I'm gonna get that day. It's like, does David want to talk today, or does David not want to talk?
Oh no. Were there any, to finish the question out for number 2, were there any struggles at first, like getting into the commentary team? I know you said you did the retro stuff, but like trying to get into the rotation, was there any like challenges you had into that?
I think I kind of just played I'm the old man in the room. I think the running joke is I am Pop Pop
Yeah.
of
Yep.
of UniVersus. Like because there's a dad, there's
Yep.
I'm Pop Pop.
You're
I'm
Pop.
the this thing is getting grayer
Yeah.
by the day, and
Yeah.
eventually I'm gonna be the guy in gray with the gray beard
Yep.
commentating this game still.
Pop Pop.
But
Yep.
I think I just bring like this like perspective of
Okay.
like, hey, I gotta bring a perspective that's just different. Like, because I'm not analyzing. I don't like to analyze every play somebody makes.
Mhm.
I feel that that's a tough decision because sometimes we have players who are different at different skill levels, and we have that situations where like, hey,
Yeah.
something happens and we're like, okay, how do we help through this? How do we get through this situation without making it look like this person made a terrible
Oh,
play?
sure.
Like, and
Yeah.
it's that feeling to it can happen.
Yeah.
But we want to make sure that we can get through those good experience, make sure the casting experience is as best as we can
Sure.
for everybody.
Is that kind
But
of? Go ahead.
breaking into it though.
Yeah.
Like I said, I kind of just rolled into it.
Okay.
I don't know where the next plan is. If there's like, I always say this: if you're interested in talking about casting, especially in the next coming year, like talk to Levi at an event. Poke his brain about it. See if he has any interest in.
Okay.
Like he's working on his plan for next year.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a spot that's gonna open up. I don't know. Nobody's come to me saying, "Hey, there's a spot opening up. Do you know anybody?"
Do you think that's a skill? Like, I'm gonna go back to your last point. Like, when you have a match and there's a pit of like a spot in it, like a spotlight spot where something major is going to happen, is it just like okay just to be quiet and let the scene breathe by chance? Like you guys,
I think there is. I think that's like once you've explained what's happening, like the thing is we are one of those games that doesn't have like these 7-step combos to watch you play out. Like we kind of are getting there with the equipment heist decks. So like what's happening here? I'm like, well, he's gonna do this to do this to do this. Now we have to see if he makes the checks for the rest of this thing to proceed. It's like there's always we are not in the days of what I call the form combos where they used to exist where like I didn't have to make a check or anything.
Okay.
I just had to I just had to activate forms for a combo. We don't have those anymore.
Sure.
Like I had decks back in the day where all I had to do was form a foundation, press a form button on this, and then respond with a card 400 times, and put my opponent's whole deck into momentum.
Yeah.
Like there's none of that anymore. Level of combo insanity.
Yeah. Now we're just gonna put it into their staging. We're just gonna put it into their card pool now. So that's all we're gonna do. Yeah. Okay. So moving on with some more commentary questions. What has been your favorite commentary moment so far? What has been your worst? Like visual, like watching and commentating.
All right. So my favorite has to be this past year Worlds where I got to commentate Kevin Broberg's World Championship.
Hell yeah.
That just like I was like when he really was going to be in the finals. I'm like, okay, we're going to do this. And here's the thing. It was my favorite because I got to commentate one of my friends, winning Worlds. But it was also kind of the worst moment when you've watched both these decks already. You know everything about them. And the matchup's almost a 90-10 in Kevin's favor.
Sure.
But nobody else is real. And like it was me and Barrett doing it. And I'm just like half through the match. I'm like, Travis is not going to win this. And it's just we're literally watching.
There was no bias whatsoever. No bias.
And I'm trying so much to like. The problem is also we were in the same room.
Correct.
And I am like trying to keep my voice as low as possible. My voice was dead.
Yeah.
By Sunday night, like if you like play back the Friday streams and the Sunday streams as we got later in the day.
Yeah.
Like I had to start talking like this, like literally golf whisper.
Nice.
And my voice was just. I felt like I gargled rocks.
Okay. Yeah.
At the end of that day.
Yeah.
And it was such a like that's the one thing. It's like I like it's tough when you see that the writing on the wall, but you have to keep the game state moving forward.
Correct. Yeah.
And and that's the thing I've taken from watching Magic commentary.
Okay.
Actually is because there was matchups where you're just like, yeah, this match is over, but you gotta keep the story going. That's important. That's always the important part, is keeping the story of the match going.
Yeah.
through to the end.
And that's super cool. Like you got to commentate like one of your good friends like winning world.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people get to do that. Well, granted, we're all family and friends in this game, no matter what
Sure.
anybody says. But still, it's really cool to see one of your play groups like members winning worlds for the second time in 3 years, which is wild, just crazy. Okay, cool. Moving on to number 4. Your favorite IP in UniVersus.
Is this
It's
currently
any IP period in the game because retro's
All
still
right,
a thing and legacy could be a thing, but those cards don't exist to most of the player base. But still,
I stand by Yu Hakusho.
okay,
That just has all the nostalgia feels for me.
sure.
The Dark Tournament being actually made. It was like that was the whole thing when COVID happened and the MHA thing started. It's like, oh, we're never gonna get the Dark Tournament. It's never coming.
Facts.
And then it just here
have it.
And we're like,
yeah,
here it is, and we're like, okay.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's been like this kind of a monster that's existed in the it hasn't had like its crazy band character situation.
Yeah.
But it's had like the cards are just like, oh my god,
really
these
good.
cards are,
Yeah, they're very good. Yeah, and I think that's just also you could tell whoever designed the set was a Yu Yu Hakusho fanboy. So which is okay by me because Yu Yu Hakusho is one of my favorite IPs of all time anyway. So it's all right. We love that.
And I'm perfectly fine that we aren't getting the other 2 arcs.
Correct.
They were. They're fine.
Oh, the anime ends after the Dark Tournament ends. That's fine. I know it doesn't, but in my heart, it does. You know,
it is one of the top 5 tournament arcs in all of anime.
Yeah.
It's definitely not number 1. I have that's like, but it's in my top 5.
Okay.
And any list I've ever seen
Mm-hmm.
of like the talking heads of anime talk about, it's always in the top 5.
Yeah.
Like you can talk about every tournament arc ever, and it's like, man, it's just so
like,
well done.
Tournament arcs were created based off of that tournament arc. Sometimes, and some of them, right? Like people pulled from that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like the Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball tournament arcs, and then there's that one. Then there's the people always say the Hunter x Hunter arc is really good. I actually think some of the there was the volleyball sports one I watched what was that, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That tournament arc was insane.
Okay.
And it was such a good anime. And it's
Okay.
like good story. Like so you know what I mean? Like there's always a good story.
Okay.
And that's always important. But like when the fights are so good or like the matches are so good, you're just like
you're just glued.
You're invested. You're like, what? I invested in this show with predetermined.
Yeah. Hey, there's stuff that we watch that has predetermined outcomes. That's pretty cool. You know.
That is true. That was the joke.
I know. I get it. I think that's something to be said though. Like, if something sucks you in like that like makes you invested, that's good writing, right? Yes. That's like good storytelling, and I think that's something to be said just like about just anything like a hobby, like you comic book reading, anime, movies, like you wrestling, like you get invested because it like, for lack of a better term, pulls at your heartstrings and you get like emotionally involved, and that's super cool, which like kind of leads me back to our game where we get to basically have a fight with our rival and we get to know people based on that, right? Like you get to know the heart of someone based on that battle, and it's kind of cool. That makes us closer friends and just closer just people in general. But yeah, Dark Tournament, yes, I agree. Yu Yu Hakusho, yes. Yep. Question 5, halfway through. What is your favorite mechanic in a card game and why? It doesn't have to be UniVersus, but it could be any card game, because I left this one open because like this is from like Andrew. I left it open. I like this open.
I'm gonna make the joke. I have a joke one and I have
okay. Go for it. You're good.
All right. The joke one is kicker.
Yeah, for
right,
Magic.
So,
okay. Yeah.
So because there's the running joke of everything is kicker.
Okay.
Everything, like if you just literally look at it, everything's delayed kicker. Like Magic is up to over 100 keywords at this point.
Sure.
They have to keyword everything.
Yeah.
But like I that was my time frame. Like I play Magic and I play only pre-modern,
Okay.
which is literally it's just like an old format that people are kind of cultivating. But it's like it's such a nostalgia Magic,
Okay.
and the local community for pre-modern's pretty good big here in Rochester. And it's all proxies, so you're just
Okay.
like, oh, I'm just gonna build this deck and do this thing. It's a good time.
Yeah.
But actually, the mechanic I enjoyed the most, it's probably gonna be multiple. I wish multiple existed in a form at this point in this game.
Sure.
Like Bo kind of has it, but I'm like, I really want.
Yeah.
We even errated it. We actually errated the not errated. We changed.
We changed it. Yeah, mechanically. Yeah.
To make it more mechanically, and I'm like, where is it? Bring it back. Give me more. The problem is now with these token momentum from tension, I'm like, I don't know if we can do this.
Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's like, I'm gonna play 2 attacks, 2 tension attacks. All right, I'll play this attack with multiple 2.
Yep.
Clear these. Here's multiple. Like,
yeah,
that's a little.
That's a little much. Yeah, it can be. Yeah, multiple is a good one. I remember my first like travel play, like going to a regional. I mean, going to like a pro tour circuit or whatever, a PTC, and learning like, hey man, multiple is like probably the best keyword in the game, just because it's free attacks for little to no investment. It's just like, okay, neat. You just straight up just get gotted. Question 6. What are your thoughts on how UVS games can improve their regional streams for the viewing audience?
I am gonna say the steps that were taken in Louisville were the step in the right direction.
Okay.
It's definitely like, hey, that was the test, and now I believe, and we're gonna be doing that again in Atlanta in the same way of like, hey, we're gonna make sure presentation, visuals are gonna be coming up. I can't say what the full plan is because I don't know. I won't know till Friday.
Okay.
When I'm there. I'm like, hey, what's the plan?
Yeah.
I am like not on like you think we were on commentary. You're part of production, but like my production is I am to be in my seat to call my match.
Correct. Yeah.
If there is a plan that is being worked between Tam and Mike this week, or Tam and Brian, and like it's like that is their plan, and I'm along for the ride.
Okay.
I'm ready to be a part of it.
Hell yeah.
So, I think the idea of not everything has to be live. I am very much on that stance more and more. I understand when we're doing these remote casts, they're kind of hard to do. Like especially like the EU, the OCE ones. It's a little tough to do those on delay and everything. It can be kind of tough to pull them all together. So doing them live is just more efficient.
Yeah.
But when we have the ability to do these in-person events coverage, let's take the effort and let's pump those up a bit.
Yeah. That was something that I learned in Louisville, that like the matches were the stream matches were technically delayed by like an X amount of time, which was super cool because that means you have less of the we'll be back screen and other things. Like you just kept the tournament flow going unless someone hits like a fire alarm or in the hotel and
or somebody almost dies.
Someone almost dies. Yeah, like, it's just whoa. We had some really weird things happen in Louisville, but wouldn't be the first time. But yeah, I think I can't wait to see it this weekend because I'll be catching a little bit of it as it goes. I'm usually a Top Cuts watcher because it's more condensed and the games are a little more tighter and they mean a little more. And usually you guys have hit your stride by midday Saturday, and then I get to listen to you guys growl your voices out all day Sunday. And
oh my god. Sundays can be the toughest one.
Yeah.
Because there's always one thing happens every time we do it, especially in-person commentary. By Sunday, somebody has the crud.
Yeah.
Somebody has whatever crud is around.
Yeah.
And then so it's like we're groveling through it. We're like, it's like I me personally, I've been freaking in and out of colds for the past month, and it's like I'm like finally feeling normal again.
Feeling normal. You're prepping. You're taking all your airborne, your orange juice, getting all your vitamins. Making.
I got my whole checklist for the trip. I'm like Thursday after work, I'm gonna go pick up a bunch of stuff and be like, all right, I'm ready to go.
Hell yeah.
Do it.
No, question 7, some more commentary stuff. Any advice for a player wanting to break into commentary?
Uh, I always say if you want to break into commentary, uh, look into like when people are running like community run events and need a commentator. Like
Hmm.
if Sam runs, a couple good like he runs the warrior or the
Hmm.
like Ace Arena, Ace Warrior. He has a
Yeah.
couple of different ones, and
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
think they're all uh obviously like David Tomes has ones once in a while. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on with his at the moment, but if there's an event running and it's online, hop in,
Yeah.
see if they like, hey, do you need somebody to join in for a round? Just feel like get your stride with it, have
Hmm.
fun. Uh, I I am I am literally the one out like the me like I would say me and you would probably make content. I don't make content.
Yeah.
I have I've tried. I have tried so hard to make content for this game, and
Yeah.
it just doesn't do it. I have an iceberg. At some point, I'm just gonna drop it to the world and be like,
Yeah.
"Here's my iceberg of UniVersus. Have fun."
Okay.
And somebody else can make the video because I have tried twice and I have screwed them up. I am just done.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And I don't think, and I think that's a good point, right? Like you don't need to be a content creator to be a commentator, right? You just need to be personable, and you need to know your stuff. Like you need to know your stuff, Like
Yeah.
you need to see, when I listen to Barrett commentate or I listen to you commentate, you guys are like 2 steps ahead of the gameplay. And I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
I didn't even see that. It's like I'm just here watching the game, just do, maybe doing something else. I'm not full focused on it. But it's like you guys are calling stuff out. It's like if he does this here and this here, and I'm like, what? I was like, okay, man. It's like calm down there, guys. You guys are doing too smart stuff for me. I
Yeah, we do that. Me and Barrett will do that a lot. Where we're
yeah.
just like we see it. Like I am people who play against me in tournaments. They look at me and they're like I have my one deck type. I
Yeah.
like my Unga Bunga hyper aggro decks. I couldn't play control if you try or any type of mid range like decks. I just want to be like the Toronto one. I played my Mikasa deck and I was just like, this is just a fun deck. What do I do?
Yeah.
I just draw a million cards and have fun.
Yep.
But like there's people like but the thing is I see plays and I feel it's a tough when you're a player when you see so much and you just can literally watch you're at a like self watch the light come out of your own eyes in a match. At Toronto, I had a match where I'm literally just like, I'm going to die
Yeah.
in 2 turns. There's nothing stopping it.
Yeah.
But I am dead in 2 turns. And there's like, I don't even want to play this game anymore.
Yeah.
And like, my opponent's looking at me. It's like, what's wrong? It's like, oh, you're just going to win in 2 turns. I'm like, they're like,
okay.
like, there's no present.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I cannot climb this wall.
Yeah.
There is no possibility my deck
The
will climb this
inevitability
wall.
of you losing the game is there. You just see it faster
Yes.
than your rival does. Yeah.
Yes. Like, and he hasn't played at it. Like, he's like, I'm just like, he's got 5 pieces of card advantage. Like, I'm just not winning.
Yeah.
There's just, and I just know that. Like, that's just how I'm one of those people that'll be like, we'll be on turn 4, and there's probably 5 turns of play, and I know I can't win the game. I will pick up my deck and scoop it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I am the,
Yeah.
like, if you, I remember that Kevin said it, is watch me do it, where he's like, what are you doing scooping? I'm like, I can't beat that board.
Yeah.
I have no interaction to that board. I have to go to my sideboard to have
Yeah. Do you?
And there are people who try to win those games.
Oh gosh.
Don't realize they can't win.
Mm-hmm.
Like I watch matches we have matches on stream. I'm like, Scoop, you have 30 minutes. You can get 2 games out of 30 minutes.
Yeah. Do you think that's a skill a lot of players are afraid to use? The know when to scoop and go to next game. Do you think they think they're going to win the game at all times? They just are afraid to scoop and move on?
I think the biggest thing is there's so many variables in this game, because obviously a string of bad checks could go your way.
Yeah.
But even in those situations, those are so small percentage where I would rather use the clock to my advantage and be able to go first with the clock in my advantage and try to go to at least get a game 2.
Yeah.
And go to a draw, than sit here and then go into game 2 at 15 minutes left of the round plus OT. I'm like, I'd rather have 30 minutes plus OT.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I agree totally. Okay. Next up, one of my favorite questions to ask everybody. Question 8. You get your
All right.
choice of 2 players, can be current or retired, to pick for a team's event. Who are they?
Well, this one was tough because I had to I know I'm gonna hear back from this one actress. All
Oh
right,
yeah,
so
you
the
will.
first
Yeah.
person is Jeffrey Kahn.
Okay. Yeah.
Jeffrey Kahn has been to me and him have been to the finals of a team's event of team majors twice.
Okay.
To him, I have the best story ever. Do you remember? Did you ever meet Jack Hale?
Yeah, I know Jack. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there was a nationals in Atlanta. That was Jack Hale, Jeffrey Kahn, Giggles,
Mhm.
and I. And Jeffrey Kahn and I 2-man power tripped us all the way to the finals. And then everything just gave up after.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
And that's how Alex Marco got on cardboard.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah, because of that.
That's the whole story.
Yeah.
But so Jeffrey Kahn just him and I
Yeah.
are like that just dead set of design. Like Jeff's always gonna play the best deck.
Yeah.
That's what Jeff likes to play. Jeff wants to play like one of the best decks.
Mhm.
He's always going to. I always play either the second best deck or I play the anti-meta deck.
Okay.
It just depends on where the format is.
Yeah.
For a third player at this stance, man.
I mean, like if you say Kevin, Tim's gonna call you. If you say Tim,
No,
Kevin's gonna call you.
Ryan Field in his
Okay.
prime.
Ryan Field's in his
Ryan
prime.
Field
Hell
is
yeah.
bad. Like Ryan Field is a good player.
Yes.
Still. Like you
Yeah.
give him a deck. Ryan's playing this weekend in Atlanta, and I know he's gonna like. He'll just.
That's awesome.
He might just do it. Like he went to Toronto. He played his King Ghidorah deck, and he's like, "I'm gonna try to mill people," and I'm like, Ryan.
That sounds like a Ryan thing.
It's a fun deck.
Yeah.
It's a really annoying deck. It's a King Ghidorah mill deck, which just strips your deck away from you. You're just
Yeah.
like, well, those sweeping daggers just keep taking your attacks away.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see him playing like an A-tier deck and just
Yeah.
walking through an event into top cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's the I always consider Field he's an amoeba player, meaning whatever the speed his opponent plays at, he will play at that same speed.
Okay.
If
Okay.
they are playing, but he plays his deck the same either way.
Yeah.
So they can be playing this slow and steady game, and he's like, all right, I'm going to play this aggro deck at a slow and steady
Yeah.
consistent pace.
Yeah.
Oh, you're playing a deck really fast? I'll just rattle it off just as fast as you.
Yeah.
And it's so amusing. It's so entertaining to watch.
That's awesome.
And that's what you want in like a teams format.
Yeah.
Like, people think that teams is like, oh, you play the death stacks, you play your outs. I always feel that teams is, especially at like when we were playing competitive teams.
Yeah.
Like I won an actual team tournament this game with real stakes.
Yeah.
Again, because I want all right, who's playing the best deck? Who's playing the anti-meta deck? Who's
Mhm.
playing the what the hell is
That
this deck?
deck, yeah. Yeah.
And I love playing. And those are the fun ones.
Yep.
Like when I showed up at the one event that I did with Giggles, me, and Matt Hughes. It was like Giggles was on Iori 3.
Yeah.
I was on Raiden, and Matt was on the Jack Lamborn champ card.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And it was just like the decks that were kind of meta, and then me just
Playing
the
Raiden.
playing Raiden
Yeah.
to beat the K-Dash deck.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they put me into Shane in the K-Dash match, and he immediately has all the answers to my answers. And I'm like, well, I can't win.
I can't win now. Yeah. Yeah.
He did this on turn 1. I can't win.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, guys. Good luck.
Oh boy, those days. I miss competitive teams. Like I actually think competitive teams does have a spot in our game right now. I just think they just have to just do it, right? Like just have a 3-day event and have teams on Friday. Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome.
I think it's going to be a long day. It's going to
Yeah.
be a very long event.
Yeah.
But it's going to be what you're playing, and you have to just give the guys an asset. Let them play for an asset. And it's like hell, I would, no joke. I think we should, like, if you wanted to make a true world festival for this game, start on Thursday.
Yeah. Okay.
Make it like you plan it out a year. You make it announced a year, almost like 6 months ahead of time. Be like, hey, here's the plan.
Yeah.
Like middle of summer, we're going to announce where Worlds is and what's the plan. Thursday and Friday. Thursday is teams. Friday is day 0.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Like, and like that's the plan. But like you make teams like, hey, if you show teams though, we're gonna be playing out as much as possible that night.
Yep.
So that like, and then we can like you can get through it eventually.
Oh yeah.
Like, you're just
for
like,
sure.
hey, are you like it's like how we did the sunset top cuts at Nationals. We just kind of did them as we were able to.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
That's all you do.
Yep. Number 9. What's your favorite current deck right now? It could be in any game.
Oh, that's a tough one. My favorite current deck right now is actually my Star Wars Unlimited deck.
Okay.
Because there's a new leader called Barris from the most recent set.
I know Barris is the character. I know who Barris the character is in Star Wars, but yeah.
So Barris lets you play events for 1 cheaper. That's the ability.
Okay.
And but all the ramp in the game starts at 3. So I play a deck that just like ramps. The objective is to ramp on 1, and then I'm using the Underworld trait, which is kind of like one of the more common traits on yellow in the game. And they trade really well with like they use really good events that are like cost 1. So you're like, oh, I'll just use this. I'll attack with this guy that's like completely undercosted, but dies immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be like, oh, I'll play this 1 cost event that's now costs 0, and I'll put him back in my hand and kill one of your guys.
Oh,
and they're just like, it's called McClunky.
Okay.
And it's such a fun deck. And my locals are like, Jesse, why are you not going to why are you not going to play in the big events with me? And I'm like, I don't have time.
Yeah.
But I thought this game like UniVersus right now. I've been playing. I built the Toga 4 deck.
Okay.
The Toga 4 equipment heist deck.
Okay.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's finally a Toga 4 deck that works.
That works. Yeah.
I mean, it's cool playing. There's a lot of junk in the deck. Like that. You're like, what do your deck do? Well, I have to play this card because this card picks up this card and this does this, and it's like, and once in a while, I just
do it.
Have to always search. I just do this combo and I play 7 attacks, and just like, yeah, they're all 9/9 on average.
Yeah.
Like, good luck.
Yeah. Hey Mal, how's it going? Yeah, like that's some my buddy Trent, you know Trent.
Yes.
He started playing Star Wars Unlimited right now, and he's been playing Darth Maul, and he's like, man, my character ain't very good, but I'm having a blast. He's like, he's so much fun, and I'm like, that's awesome, dude, because he's kind of soured on UniVersus right now, but he really I'm like, dude, take your break, we'll be back, and he's having a blast playing Star Wars, so I'm very excited for that.
I mean, I pretty much I'll be pretty straightforward. I know Sean would have been like, I pretty much convinced Sean to go into Star Wars.
Cool.
We were kind of like, he's like, I need a new game. I'm like, Star Wars is out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we do. Like, and then like this past year we started vending for
Yeah.
Star Wars. We did 2 of the sectors. I did a sector. We did a regional. We did Galactics, which was Worlds.
Okay.
That was crazy. We're gonna be in Philly next weekend. Not this
cool.
past coming, the weekend after we Philly for a Star Wars event.
Awesome.
So like I'm
hell yeah.
That's like my like baby is like keeping the Star Wars. Like we have Star Wars. We have a really good Star Wars.
Okay.
A lot of older players, with also some younger players. It's a good mix.
A good mix. Okay.
So I enjoy it. It's a good game. Some sets are better than others.
Oh yeah.
That's any game.
That's any game.
But, like,
yeah.
I'm hoping this game's got at least a 3-year cycle minimum.
Yeah.
But like it's like you gotta see. It's always like the set 1, set 2 of the EU are really good, and set 3 is like
yeah.
And it's kind of looking like that again.
Oh no!
Come on.
Oh no!
Like they just gotta start pushing legendaries better. Like they're high rarity cards.
That's their retro event. Is that their retro type?
Oh,
stuff?
just legendary, like their rarity.
Oh, the rarity. Okay.
Rarity cards. When the rares and uncommons are better than your big money cards, it's so like, wow. Why would the set's worth? The box is worth $50 because that's the option. Like, all the cards are common rare. So it's
That's
like,
wild. That's crazy. I've tried it a couple. Like George, when he was still down here in our area, he demoed it to me, and it was fun. I had a good time. Maybe because I was
George
Boba Fett.
Zhang.
Maybe because I was Boba Fett and he was broken. But
Yeah.
so.
George Zhang.
Yeah, George Zhang. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He works for them now.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
When he moved up to
and then
Minnesota, he was moving because he was working for him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Big loss in our community when we lost the national champion and George Zhang. Big loss, but yeah, I'm super excited. I think that's really neat that we're not like one game gamers. Like we play a bunch of different games, right? Like we like
yeah.
to dabble because mixing up is kind of good every now and then. But yeah, cool. All right. Final question. Where can people find you and any shout outs?
Where can people find me? Well, if I'm ever streaming, it's the Cervini on Twitch. You can find me at Blue Sky on the Cervini. That's my only like kind of commentator focused thing. And like anytime I do commentary, I throw that up down there. I don't use X for that. I don't use Facebook for that. And if you find me on the Discords, I'm always floating around. But that's really it. Like I own my YouTube is like kind of just some like random draft videos I've made over the years. That's about it.
Okay.
Shout outs. Rochester CCG. They're kind of like Sean O'Brien is he's one of my best friends. He's one of the biggest event runners in this game. Stores. As they always say, always support the businesses that keep the game going. Stop in. We just opened our brick and mortar. We're in soft open right now.
Oh,
It's
holy
awesome.
shit.
It's
super cool.
Oh, I am after we are back from Philly, my objective is to do a proper here's the store video.
Okay.
And it's like we've been there since July, but it's been like every time we think about it, we're just busy. John needed vacation.
Okay, yeah.
John needed a vacation after everything that happened. So he got his time off. And now we're getting into hey, we gotta start promoting this.
Sure.
We got a lot of big stuff coming up.
Okay, cool.
So I'm hoping to see the store, we're open 2 days a week right now.
Okay.
We're objectiving to be more than that, obviously more than that. So big shout out to Sean O'Brien as always. I always shout out to the team in general, Kevin Broberg, Tim Keefe, Jeffrey Kahn. We got a couple of my other locals, Kyle and Cam. They're always showing up to our locals. I always appreciate it. They're great guys because they're getting better at the game and they don't realize it.
Oh, cool! Awesome.
And we're a small group locally, but let me tell you, you guys want to show up the weekend before Christmas and play some UniVersus in Buffalo, New York. Let me tell you, you're gonna play against some quality players.
Yeah, that's hilarious when you say you're a small group, but you're pound for pound the strongest play group in probably the country, right? Like just pound for pound, right? Like it's just wild. You have multiple.
When we really want to try. When we really put the effort in and stuff like that, you just when Kevin doesn't build a deck the night before, I don't know what to tell you, man. Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. My other shout outs, I gotta do a quick shout out to Levi from UniVersus Games. That guy has probably gone to bat to me for multiple times to get me into doing commentary.
Hell
and get me on. And it's always awesome to work with him, and I'm ready to. I mean, I wish I could be doing it more.
Yeah,
but I got an actual job, and job and time.
You mean you don't want it to be your actual job, is to fly around and commentate events for money?
Multiple card games I've tried.
That'd be sick. That's not the dream. That's the dream, right?
Yeah, that's the dream at 40.
Yeah.
I love.
Yeah, I know, right?
I can tell the wife, I'm like, you know what? If I just stopped my actual job and started doing this and grinding full time, it's like you are almost 40.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a 40. This is a midlife crisis idea.
I see it as I see Maximilian do video game things at near 40. why can't I do card game things at post 40 is what I
40.
say, right? You know?
I mean, I wish I really would love to get into expanding my content role.
Mhm.
Like I've done a few local planetary qualifiers
Okay.
for Star Wars Unlimited. I if anybody ever asked me like, hey, do you want to like cover an event on a Sunday somewhere? I'm like, cool, I'm in.
Mhm.
I'll do it remotely. I'm
Yeah.
all in for it. I'd love to do Riftbound.
Okay.
I think that game. I think that game is gonna be really good, and I think people just need to get to second set. Like
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that's like, hey, set one. Everybody's gonna. I'll say this real quick.
Hmm?
Riftbound set one was definitely designed to be like, hey, this is a 4-person game. This is like a lot of
Yeah.
multi stuff. It definitely, from the looks of it, it's set 2 and 4. They're really focusing on the 1v1
1v1.
aspect,
Okay.
and I think the game's gonna go like like I think the jump of the game is gonna be so much bigger.
Much
With
better.
the set 2, set
Yeah.
3.
You can totally tell that. I was watching the last regional, and it just seemed like a lot. I've watched a lot of the regional finals that people put up on YouTube, and it seems like a lot of the cards are designed for, hey, you're supposed to hit like 3 guys, but not on one
Yeah.
person's board. You're supposed to take one off of like everybody's board, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Then I think
Like there's a lot of things are like, that's a really good multiplayer card.
Mhm.
That card's really good at 1v1.
V1. Yeah. It's just a board wipe in 1v1, right? Like, so maybe they'll eventually, when they get more cards, they'll do like a restricted list, or they'll touch cards up or whatever, because maybe it's a 4v4 card only or whatnot. So I'm excited for it. Like, I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
I like the game. The game's fun. At its base
Yeah,
level, I think it's a blast.
Yeah, I've tried a lot of games. I have been giving every game that's come to market probably in the last 6 months. I give it at least a look.
Yeah.
Like, I gave Gundam a good look.
Okay.
I think Gundam's a fine. Like Ryan Field really likes Gundam.
Mhm.
I could play Gundam. Gundam is. I learned Gundam in 5 minutes. I was like,
Yeah.
This funny story is I collected and sold a beta set of Gundam.
Okay.
I will not go into numbers about that because
Yeah.
that's a
Oh,
little
I'm sure.
crazy.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how to play the game.
Yeah.
I just wanted the card. I just wanted to collect the cards in
Mhm.
and out and get the set and sell the set as a whole.
Mhm.
But then Brian Field showed me how to play the game, and I was like, oh, this game's kind of
Cool. Yeah.
It's not my style, but it's a cool game.
Yeah.
It's a Bandai game,
Sure.
which is what I expect.
Mhm.
I'm actually like, I'm actually a little interested in, like, I saw that Yu-Gi-Oh's announced the format this past
Oh
week.
yeah, people on Andrew's Discord were talking about the format change, like it's changed a lot or something like that.
They're like doing a point system for cards. I'm like, you know what? When your game is that it's been going for that long
Yeah.
and has no other format, like they have fan built formats for
Mhm.
that game more than anything.
Sure.
But they have an actual like a format that's like, hey, it's a point system.
Mhm.
Okay, there's a deck. Like I could build like these decks that are like, oh, I'm gonna play 3 pot of greeds, but that's 90 of my points
Yeah.
for my whole deck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that idea. I think that's a great idea.
Sure.
Like, I have digital Yu-Gi-Oh, and
Okay.
I have the digital Yu-Gi-Oh one that's like plays everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I'll play that format. If they put that on there, I'll play
Yeah.
that all day.
Okay. It kind of reminds me of like, isn't HeroClix like that, where you have like a point buy system with your team?
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of. It's like, that seems like it's a really neat style of how to like really work the numbers, and like, how can I maximize my
Oh yeah.
deck out with like
And some people
100,
have already
yeah.
been trying to figure it out.
Oh,
and
really? Okay.
They did that, and then they were like, hey, we have to update the point system of a couple cards.
Yeah, because they were too good.
They're like,
Yeah.
this card cannot be a 0 card anymore. It has
Yeah.
to be like 5 points.
Yeah.
It has to have value.
That's awesome.
So I like I said, I am a player of anything.
Mhm.
I'll play Magic. I got Commander. I got a Commander somewhere.
Yeah.
I have a lot of decks.
Yeah, a lot of decks. Yeah, I think I'm the same way.
Uh,
Like I've done a lot of collecting of decks just left over from games I've left. I have, like, Shane taught me this. Like, you always want to keep one deck of every game you've played, because in case you ever want to go back, right?
I have a raw deal deck still. I have it
Nice.
maxed. I have like all the cards. I have like I got a 5th anniversary at some point. I got like all the cards for it. It's just like
Okay.
it's a Rene Dupree deck,
Okay.
which he's Highlander. He's a Highlander deck.
Oh, sick. Okay. Okay.
And it was just this one deck I have. I have nothing else from that game. I just have that one deck all together with all the cards. I have the one $300 card because
Yeah.
he was in the set that had the $300 card.
Yeah.
Like,
Wild.
I always enjoy that. And that's how I usually am with most games.
Yeah.
I try to keep a deck around
Mhm.
just because you never know. You know, I could be go into a convention and be like, oh, there's a this event. I'm like,
Yep.
cool. Is this deck legal? Yes.
Yep.
Awesome.
I'm in. Yeah. All right. Well, we're about there. We're finished with the take 10. We're gonna find someone to raid. I don't know if my